stretch as I stroll. South Africa's rivers pull me to their crest, chasing the carp where the waters invest. Carp adventures calling me to the fight, lines in deep breaking through the quiet night. Real screams loud when the giant takes the bait. South Africa's wild where the stories await.
Okay, how's it everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So this video is yet again a bit different than my normal videos, and usually know when I started in this way, this session didn't go that well, but I can say it was an eventful session. And I'll take you through it as we go on with the video. So yeah, I fished my very first session then at Harties. Fished at Harties Boat Club. There wasn't space available at Ifafi, but I also got some info from guys I know who fish Harties on a regular basis, who basically told me that the boat club is doing very well. So yeah, booked a spot, stayed there overnight, so fished through the whole of Thursday and then Friday up until about 2 p.m. So yeah, what I mean with it was an eventful session. So it started off at 7 a.m. on Thursday morning, and then the session started out with me having to spom out about 2 to 3 kilos of particle mix. And spomming is hard work. There's a reason why I don't do it often. So yeah, I don't have a boat, so I had to, the best way to get the bait out there was by spomming it out, and yeah, it was hard work. But little did we know, there's actually a canoe there that you can use while you fish there, so that made things a lot easier. So we dropped bait using the canoe then. So yeah, like I said, makes things a lot easier. So the most of Thursday was uneventful, nothing really happened. But then we started encountering the hyacinths. So I'm going to show you a few clips on the hyacinths coming through, and geez, it was hard work keeping my spot clean, preventing the hyacinths from wiping out the rods and stuff like that, which it did a few times. But yeah, okay, so just a few short clips then on the hyacinths coming through, and yeah, it was horrible. Okay, so the hyacinth was a big problem for me. It's really something to get used to. Yeah, it's difficult managing it and to prevent it from wiping out your rods and all of that. Yeah, so okay, Thursday ended with no carp on the bank. Then Thursday night at around just after 8, I think, somewhere, there broke out one hell of a thunderstorm and rain and wind and everything, and that was just as hectic, and it completely wiped out my rods as well. But the rain was so heavy that I couldn't really go out to reel in even or loosen the hyacinths from the rods or from the line and so on. It was just, it was chaos. The rain lasted for about an hour and a half, and then as soon as the rain died down a little bit, I went out again, and then I could free my lines and so on. So yeah, and then the next morning I woke up at 5 a.m. Quickly reeled in the rods. Luckily only the one got snagged, the other two came in quite easy. And then I noticed something on the water. Just as the sun came up and it started to get light, I noticed on the water the following. Okay, So as you guys can see, there was a guy in the middle of Harties on a canoe retrieving nets. Now I don't think he was part of the team that actually retrieves net in front of the boat club, as we did see them on Thursday and then today as well, and they were out with proper motorboats and everything, retrieving hundreds and hundreds of meters of net. So yeah, this guy was, I think personally, I think he was retrieving nets that they laid out somewhere during the day or 2 days or whenever before it. Okay, but talking about nets, now my next door neighbor, he was fishing there with his wife, and his name is Marnie. So Marnie, this is a shout out to you. Now at one stage today, early in the morning, Marnie went out with his fish finder to see if he can find any spots where there's fish so that we can fish to it, and him as well. And then he noticed on his fish finder that there were fish almost like they were in a line, just sitting there, not like a proper school of fish, but in a line, just sitting there. And he went to inspect it closer, and when he inspected it, he found a net as well. Now he went in to retrieve the net, but we'll get to that now. But this net was spun all the way from the buoy on the right, basically all the way through almost to the area where we were fishing, or mainly Marnie was fishing on that side. So yeah, and it actually, I think it blocked off a lot of the traffic coming through. But now Marnie went in, and he basically retrieved all the nets. There was a few fish that he was able to free as well. But when he brought it in, yes, and that's why I say Marnie, jy's 'n eyster, want I nearly puked. When he brought it in, that net was filled with dead and literally rotting fish. Carp, karper, catfish even as well. Yeah, it stinked. It was horrible. Now, just after Marnie retrieved it, there was an old guy that came through as well, and he smelled it, and he said he wouldn't be, how can I say, he said he even thinks that the smell of that rotten fish is one of the reasons why we didn't catch as well as we would have liked to have catch, because geez, it smelled. It was horrible. Like I said, I nearly puked when I helped Marnie to take it out of the boat. So yeah, that was the other event that happened. And then I'm going to take you through to my first ever Harties catch. Here it is. Hey, hij is nog aan. Ja. Zo. De barber. Ja. Nie so groot nie. Al hierdie moeite vir 'n barber. Okay, as you guys just saw, had that massive fight on the water, massive run here, all for just a catfish, a barbel. There we go. At least it's a bit of fun, a bit of excitement. Yeah, unfortunately it's not a Harties carp. Okay, fell to a boilie. Okay, let's put it back. Okay, there you have it. My first ever Harties catch was a catfish. Yeah, but I knew it from the moment I started playing it. It did not fight like a carp. It dived down every time I started playing it. It dived down. So yeah, but unfortunately then there were no carp on the cards for me at Harties. But it's okay. I'll definitely be back. I like the challenge. It's something new. I need to start fishing the bigger venues. I've said that for over a year now. So I had my first chance, and I think as soon as I can, I'll be back again. But then, yeah, I do really want to give a shout out to Marnie. He was an awesome neighbor to fish with. Nice guy. He even helped me with the boat and the net and everything when I had to go out and play that catfish. But I must say, playing a fish on a canoe like that and you're using a 12-foot rod, it's not easy. Okay guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching the video. Sorry that it's not a bit more eventful, but that's fishing. We're not always as successful as we would like to be. Okay, but till next time, cheers.